Hello, everyone. I am Cliff Foster, and welcome to Brahmaland. Welcome back. I am Cliff Foster. Joining me is the assistant coach of the Lone Star Brahmas for the NAHL Coaches Corner, Jeff Potter. How are you doing today?
Good, Cliff. How are you?
I am fantastic. I love coming out here to Zeroma's Bar and Grill.
It's always nice.
You love eating here, right?
I eat here more often than I should, probably. Cliff,
Yeah, me too. It's getting pretty bad.
Yeah, I know the menu very well.
Yes, indeed, right? Big Zoo Burger all the way for me.
There you go.
Coach, we had a great weekend. We had a 2-game sweep of the hated Corpus Christi ice race. One thing I was worried about, the last time that we saw the ice race was down in Corpus, and there was a fight of sorts between number 31, Alex Dagnall, and I believe number 14, Shelton, for the ice race. Were you expecting anything to come out of that whenever they came up to town?
I guess I wasn't, but I guess it kind of did, obviously. I mean, we had a little incident, but I'm not sure that's why it started, but there does seem to be some elevated tensions, let's say, Cliff, between the two clubs.
I like the way you stated that. Now, with that, if you didn't tune in, there was a line brawl in Saturday night's game. There were several suspensions that came down. I believe almost all of them were 2-game suspensions. Am I correct?
Correct. I know, though, that we've been told the league may be evaluating the thing. Obviously, we think there were some mistakes made in some of the penalty things, but that's for the league to decide, and whatever they decide, obviously, we'll go with. So.
Right, and the biggest thing with the suspensions is that it was within the 5 minutes of the end of the period and the end of the game.
Yeah. And a secondary altercation within the last 5 minutes of a game resulted in a 2-game suspension. Currently, right now, we have 3 guys suspended for both games this weekend.
All right, so and that was, as I was running through, I had looked up, I was expecting 4. But that's always good when you have one less player.
Yes.
Being picked up on a 2-game suspension.
At least we could dress 20 guys.
Yeah. And so with that, how is this going to affect the team this weekend with the Rio Grande Valley Killer Bees coming up?
I think we'll be fine. I mean, the reality is, we have 23 guys in the roster. 3 are suspended. It's 2 defensemen and 2 forwards and 1 defenseman, so we can still dress 12 forwards and 6 defensemen this weekend. We don't have any injuries. Ben Owen's about to come off.
Outstanding.
He missed a couple games hurt, so we should be okay with 20 guys. Obviously, we'll have 20 guys, so the same 20 guys are both nights, so there's not much choice at this point. So that's where we'll be, and I think we're comfortable with that group. So
good. And with the Bees they're a pretty equal team. Every time they come up here, every time we go down there, it's pretty close. Do you expect that to have anything to do with it?
I'm sure that's the way it'll be. I mean, almost every game we play with them we've gone to overtime with them. God, I don't know, 5 or 6 times in a shootout. I mean, it's been very tight games. They're a very good defensive club. Right. They don't give up a ton of goals. Even when they do lose, it's 2-1, and they give up very few shots even. They do an excellent job defensively. So, it's going to be a tight checking game with them. It always is. But, I mean, I think we're kind of used to that. That's the kind of team we are, and when we win, we're going to have to play that way. And you see that across our division, really. I mean, there's not a lot of lopsided scores in our division on a nightly basis. So.
Right. Now, we're in 6th right now.
Yes.
How do you and Coach Dan Wildfong feel that your chances of moving up to 5th and even up a little bit higher are?
Well, I certainly think we have a good chance at 5th. We're only a couple points back, or 3 or 4 points back at Corpus right now. Game in hand, too. Obviously, the big bar you'd like to do is get in the playoffs. So Rio's one of the closest teams we're chasing right now. So if we would sweep them this weekend, we start getting into a position where we're knocking on the door of at least making people nervous. And, we have a bunch of home games coming up here at the end, and we've been pretty good at home over the last couple months. So, I mean, that's I like the way our schedule shapes up, but, I mean, in the end, we have to go out and win hockey games. And unfortunately, at this point, we need a little bit of help. So we'll have to see what happens. So.
And that was, you're talking about hockey games. This weekend was absolutely exciting. 2 great games between Corpus, Friday and Saturday, just very, very tough and just incredibly exciting. Like I said, Saturday we had the line brawl, and then it went into overtime. And on top of that, the penalty kill was ridiculous. I mean, there's not much more you can say, but it was fantastic. What do you attribute that to?
We spent a lot of time on our penalty kill over the last couple months. We were not good early in the year, as we weren't good at a lot of things, but that was one of them. And I think it's safe to say the penalty kill won us the game Saturday. Obviously, that we ended up on the power play winning it at the very end, but
right.
That was certainly a big kill for our killers and our team as a whole. And those are the kind of things that hopefully can propel you as a group forward as the season goes on. So it's a dedication to those players to paying attention to the details that we've talked about.
Stick with it and hang on.
Yeah.
One thing that was also exciting is the team seems to be more and more aggressive. They're winning puck battles along the boards. They're coming in, just hits all over the place, and that's all across the line. Even with some of the smaller players, they're coming in and just laying it down. Jan Hudacek a couple weeks ago, one of the last home games before the break, came in and just lit up a player. And, then all of a sudden he starts getting ganged up on, and Jan is not a fighter.
No.
But not at all. And that's what's great about him. But he comes in, and the team is much more aggressive. And with that, you've got defensemen coming up and laying shots. They're coming up and laying big hits and stuff like that. We saw Alexei Soloviev come in and just light a rocket from the point.
Yep.
And is that one thing that you guys have been working on, just trying to make the team aggressive and all that kind of good stuff?
Well, sure. I think part of it is a byproduct of confidence of our players. We had a lot of guys. Some guys had played in different junior leagues. Not a ton of guys that had played in this league. Guys gaining confidence, gaining experience at this level. And it's made them more confident to make plays, more confident to win physical battles. All those things kind of build on themselves. And I think, these guys have done a good job and gradually stepping in that direction, and we're starting to see the results of it on the ice.
Now, along the lines of being very aggressive, there is the 7-fight limit in the NAHL.
Sure.
Does that come in more into play as the season rolls on in the second half?
We'll see. I would guess it does. I don't know how many guys we have that are that close to it. I guess Blaze probably our closest one right now. Maybe I don't know what he's at, 4 or 5, but. The guys, once you hit, I think you can have 7. Once you hit 8, I think you get a suspension, but not. It's like a 3 or 5 games, 3 games, 5 games, something like that at 8. So that right away, that's going to certainly catch somebody's attention about the limit. So we'll see what happens. I mean, hopefully it's not an issue, but I mean that's life, and we'll deal with it as it comes.
There you go. What are the final goals to the last half of the season for the team?
For the team, I mean, obviously is to, make a strong push to get into the playoff race here. We've been headed that direction. Would we like to be in that direction more quickly? Sure. But like I said, it's a game-by-game process where, you got to go out and win the next game. And obviously when you're playing like our division is, a lot of the teams you're playing are right in the mix every night. It's obviously important to win 2 games against a team like Rio this weekend here. We have not swept them all year, so it'd be nice for us to sweep them.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and it comes down to, once you have those divisional games, they're not just 2-point games, those are 4-point games.
Absolutely.
And so you just need to make sure those are hung on to. Coming up with the end of the season, what do you guys expect for basically to end? You want to push, you want a big, strong push, which we were talking about. Are there any players that you want us to look at, that you want us to keep an eyeball on, and all that kind of good stuff, that have really started coming along?
I don't know. A lot of our younger guys, I think, have really pushed forward. But, I mean, it's been a lot of guys. It's not just younger guys. I mean, you've seen guys like Sebastian Vidmar and Hudacek and Johan Steen, and all guys take big steps forward with their game. And as a coach, that's always good to see, and hopefully fans notice that as well. So hopefully these guys are moving in the right direction for their career, and hopefully it'll be, a more success here and other places down the road. So.
Fantastic. Coach, I really appreciate you tuning in with us. We're here inside Zoo Roma's Bar and Grill inside the NITEC Sports Center. For Jeff Potter, I'm Cliff Foster. Thank you. Coming up next, we have the player spotlight for the NAHL Lone Star Brahmas. Welcome back. I am Cliff Foster here inside Zoo Roma's Bar and Grill inside the NITEC Sports Center. We'd like to mention we have a huge contest coming up. It is the NAHL Assistant Coach Auction. That's right. You can take Jeff Potter's pot right there behind the bench. You get to join him for everything. You go on a road trip. You get to be behind the bench. You join the kids. Everything, the whole 9 yards. It's going to be an auction, so make sure you are ready to bid. Bids start at $250. You can go to the Lone Star Brahmas website. You can get all the details there. Hit it up, lonestarbrahmas.com. Make a bid. Come out and join us. You might even get to meet me. I don't know that's worth anything, but do it. Welcome back to the NAHL Coach's Corner. Now we are bringing on the player spotlight. Today, joining me inside the Zoo Roma's Bar and Grill is number 29, TJ Black. We've got number 20, Michael Crowley, and number 26, Kellen Wazell. What's up, guys? How are y'all doing?
I'm good. Just had a long practice today.
Yeah? A little
Had
tired?
Yoga before helped.
How's that? Okay, so one of the biggest things is with guys is that you can't do yoga. Yoga's weak. What do you say to that?
Well, for me personally, as a goalie, yoga helps a lot.
Yeah.
I do hot yoga in the summer.
Okay.
So I'm in a 103-degree room.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Well, you just go
that's
outside
rough.
for a little while.
Yeah, it's cooler outside.
So you guys like doing yoga, do you? All right. Well, good. I'm going to start then. I've been getting my gut working, so I need to start working out. I might come out and join you guys. I'm sorry.
Sounds good. I mean, it's kind of tough, but if you take it serious, it's good.
All right. So with that going on, TJ, one of the coolest things is that you were drafted in the 3rd round by the USHL in 2010 by the Fargo Force. How was that for you personally?
It was good. It was fun. It's a good accomplishment to have, but it never worked out for me in that league.
Yeah.
I got bounced around a couple of different teams, and now that I'm here, it's having a lot of fun, and I'd love to stay here.
Good. Well, and that was going to be my next question: is how you like, what's the difference as far as leagues? You moving in from the USHL, you coming into the NAHL, and then with a pretty brand new team in the Lone Star Brahmas. Does that change any of your feelings or anything like that?
No. Lone Star has taken me in, and they've been really good to me. All the guys on the team have been really nice, brought me in. No rookie hazing, so that was good.
That helps out, right?
Yeah, for sure.
That makes it a little easier.
I get a little crap from Wazell, but
Yeah.
nothing too bad.
Now, you've got 2 shutouts so far this season. First against the Amarillo Bulls. That's huge. That was a great weekend apart from the ice, but that was a great weekend. How did that make you feel going in? Did you feel like you got a lot of support from your team? Did you?
Oh, for sure, yeah. Especially this weekend, we won 3-0. I didn't see a lot of good scoring chances.
Yeah.
Defense locked it down in the defensive zone. Forwards back checked, helped
Yeah.
a lot. Cleared out rebounds, and it always helps when they potted a couple of goals for me.
That's right. Get you the lead, right?
Oh yeah.
So, with that, you playing Corpus. You just finished up playing Corpus. Next week you've got the Rio Grande Valley Killer Bees. Do you go into each game differently, or do you go in the same? The old player's superstition.
I don't believe in superstitions. I have a couple of routines
Okay.
that I have to do, but I don't really have an opponent I play against every game. Every opponent's the same to me.
Okay.
And this weekend's obviously huge.
Right.
We're trying to catch Rio in the standings, and we're going to need a sweep this weekend.
Outstanding. That's what I like to hear. We're going to move it along. Mr. Michael Crowley, number 20, a
How are
center.
you?
I'm good. You?
Not bad,
Good.
Pretty good day so far.
Enjoy a little bit of yoga this morning?
Yeah, it was great. Got a nice stretch in.
There you go. Now, you're kind of all around. One of my biggest things, I don't know if you listen to the broadcast or if your family does, but one of the funniest things for us up in the booth is that I don't think I've seen a player get tossed out of more face-offs. And it's definitely calmed down a little bit, but
Yeah.
part of it was we don't understand the face-off rules. So can you explain some of that for us?
A lot of times when I get thrown out of the draw, my hips won't be centered, or my
Okay.
stick. There's a white dot
Yeah.
right in the center. My stick's not lined up there. I usually try to cheat as much as I can to win the draw, but
Okay.
a lot of times I'll get thrown out. It doesn't
Yeah.
work.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, and it's one of my favorite things to watch because you've apparently you figured it out, or you're getting better, but you're starting to win a lot of draws. You haven't been kicked out of as nearly as many.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so is that just you changing your routine, or is that you changing what's going on?
We've been just working on a lot of face-off stuff at the end of practice, like Kellen, Waddy, and Dags. We all stay after, try to
Yeah.
get better at that. So.
Okay. Now, this weekend was interesting for everybody. We had a line brawl.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe you were in on it.
I was not. No.
Is that something that you like to be in on, or
I'd give it a go.
you'd give it a
You
go?
know? Yeah. By
All
the
right.
time I end my junior career.
There you go. So that's outstanding. Now you had a big goal this weekend.
Yeah.
I believe it tied it up or put you guys up further
Yeah.
ahead. But it was a beauty of a goal. Now, how do you guys get set up? It looks like you guys are starting to find a really good chemistry with your line mates.
Yeah. Paul just made a nice play. He was moving his feet pretty well up the boards. You know, he had a lot of speed coming in the zone. Made a nice move. Just fed me in the slot. Just buried it, I guess.
It was an absolute beauty. If you get a chance, tune in to Fast Hockey. Go look it up. It was greatness. So, and you played for the Sioux.
Yes.
You know, you moved up here. You've gotten more games played. Is that one of the biggest things that brought you up here, or?
Probably, yeah. Most likely, yeah. Just playing time and everything. I thought this would be a better situation for me, so everything's worked out so far. So
Good. Now, how do you like your teammates? Obviously, you've got Kellen right there and TJ here, so you got to kind of be nice.
yeah, I have to watch what I say with these guys. But I like them a lot. You know,
Do you?
good guys all around.
Yeah.
There's no bad guys on that team. Everyone gets along for the most part. You know.
Yeah. Outstanding.
Yeah.
How is it? And I'll ask you the same question going in against Rio Grande as they come up here. Do you have any type of superstition or anything like that you've got to set up?
Kind of like TJ. I just have certain routines before the game, I guess. You know, like once I get to the rink, me and Kellen are usually the first couple guys there, talk for a little bit, get changed in our warm-ups. I usually tape my stick, the stick handle a little bit, and just play sewer ball, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, that's when you guys are over on the other side in the volleyball playing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's one thing that Thomas is the color analyst, we've talked about. We're trying to figure out, what are the rules?
It's basically you try to keep it up, but
Okay.
like you only get 2 touches, and like if you try to sewer someone and they don't hit the ball, like you're out instead of them.
Okay.
But that's pretty much it.
All right.
You know.
I see you guys back there all the time goofing off. It gets
Yeah.
pretty crazy, I see.
Yeah.
Pretty
Guys
crazy.
get riled up.
So now, what are you looking forward to against Rio Grande this weekend?
Just, you know, a big couple games like TJ was saying also, like, you know, we're 16 points out right now, 4th place, so we have to win every game we can.
Yeah.
So, like, these games we can't get back, so we just have to keep it simple and win the game, I guess.
Outstanding. Thanks so much, sir. Kellen, for you. Now, you had a milestone.
Yes, I did.
This, I believe it was Saturday's game, was your 100th NAHL game.
Yes, it was.
Now, that's obviously speaking to your longevity. No long history of injuries or anything like that, right?
Actually, after my rookie season in Kenai, I had a labrum surgery on my right shoulder, which set me back pretty far. But ever since then, it's been a battle to get back, and now I'm healthy and everything's perfect.
And you played at Kenai, and then you went over to Wichita Falls. What's the difference, the biggest difference between Kenai, Wichita Falls, and here at Lone Star?
Well, the first thing everyone's going to think of is the weather, obviously,
Right.
with Kenai. You know, small town, everyone's going to think of that with Kenai. But, I mean, I've been out of the house since I was 14, living around, so every place kind of seems the same, I guess.
Yeah.
Just with billet families and new guys. But the biggest thing would have to be coaches and just how the organizations are ran, I'd guess. But, yeah, I mean, the coaches it all depends on the South and the West, I
Right.
think. Totally different. They battle, I think, for the best division. So how things are ran is probably the biggest difference.
Now, and with all of you guys, you know, it's a juniors is what this league is. The NAHL is juniors, but Coach Dan Wildfong, he played professionally and he coached professionally. Now, is that a big transition for you guys, having to come in and instead of working on skill sets and stuff like that? Is that a big transition, having him work on systems and how you want to run and how he wants you to quarterback the team and your line going out?
I would say it's kind of the same with every coach in this league.
Mm-hmm.
I think Krause and you guys could say the same thing. You just want to beat the team you're playing that weekend. So it's all systems in this league. I mean, some days we'll have a skill day to work on personal stuff, but it's all all strategy and all systems to how you're going to beat the next team. So I'd say with the pros and with juniors, it's pretty similar.
Now, with you, what are your plans after the NAHL?
I'm trying to go to college.
Okay.
Don't know where yet.
Yeah.
Wish I knew where. I haven't been out east yet, so that might that's something to consider. But other than that, just try to keep moving on. I'll play hockey as long as I can stand up.
Outstanding.
Yep.
Michael, we're going to move around to you. What are your plans after the NAHL?
After this year or just in general?
Just in general.
Like Kellen, I want to play hockey as long as I can. Love it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Any college plans or anything like that?
Oh yeah, I definitely want to play in college, but obviously I don't know where.
I was going to say any picked out, but
No, I don't have anywhere picked out. Still have another year left, so.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Give you a little bit of time to think about it.
Yeah.
How about you, TJ?
I think I'm the same way. Just want to stay in the game as long as I can, whether that's playing, coaching, scouting.
Okay.
Just want to stay in the game of hockey. And for next year, I'd love to come back if I could.
Yeah.
Talk to a couple of schools, but nothing for next year yet.
Okay.
So I'm happy to come back if that's possible.
Yeah. All right. Now is the time where we have a little bit of fun. We have what we call the hot seat questions. These are for each player, so just answer and move along. All right.
All right.
And then once the next question starts, it'll start coming back, and then the third question will have you pick it up. All right. Everybody has to answer first. Everybody good with that? All right. You ready, TJ?
Yep.
All right. If you suddenly found out you could no longer play hockey, what other interests would you pursue?
I'd love to be a football player.
Okay.
I love football. I played my freshman year of high school as a safety. I liked hitting people, which is weird because I'm a
I was going
goalie.
to say, that's different.
And yeah, I'd definitely love to play football.
All right. Michael? So you find out you can't ever play hockey anymore. What else would you work on?
I would probably go with baseball. I played baseball my whole life.
Okay.
Third base, so play travel.
Outstanding.
Probably be my go-to.
Nice. How about you, Kellen?
Krause took my answer. I would have said baseball too, but I'm going to change it up and say music. I would try to get into music somehow.
All right.
Always wish I could sing or play an instrument. That'd be my next go-to.
Nice. All right, you hang on to this one. You're going to love this question. Superman or Batman, who would win and why?
Superman or Batman? I would say Superman for my boy Deggs. He's a big Superman fan. I don't know. I think Superman just got it going on.
Nice.
I've never been a Batman fan.
All right.
So I'd go with Superman.
Nice. Crowley, how about you?
I think this one's a no-brainer, but I think it's Superman too.
Okay.
He's just stronger in general. He's
Nice.
just better, I guess.
Alien powers, right? TJ?
I'd have to go with Superman also. I mean, Batman, I love Batman. He's got all the cool gadgets, but Superman's just pure strength. Like, he's like Dags. He's got pure muscle.
All right, so you guys are going to have to explain this to me. So apparently Alex Dagnall, number 31. So you guys are very high on Dagnall.
Yeah,
I
he
almost
loves
need an
working out.
explanation.
He loves working out. He's
Okay.
always in the gym. He's in the gym right now, actually.
Is he? Nice.
He's always taking selfies in the mirror.
We're going to have to find his Twitter account and pick this one up. All right, Crowley, you're the next question. All right. Do you have any special talents other than playing hockey?
Special talents. It's a tough choice to just throw at me like this.
I know, right?
I don't know. Wow.
Do you sing
I
video
do
games?
not sing. No.
I'm with you.
I like playing NHL.
All right.
NHL 14 for Xbox.
Okay.
Fan of that.
All right. Kellen, how about you, man?
Special talents. Oh. I don't really know if I have special talents. I kind of find them out every now and then.
All right.
What I can do. But any special talents would be probably just weird little thing like
Weird, goofy things?
yeah, just finding ways to make the guys laugh. I guess is a talent. Just,
All right, yeah.
just being a goofy kid is kind of my special talent.
Nothing wrong with that.
Just a man of mysteries. People are always guessing.
I like that, man of mystery. How about you, TJ?
My special talent will definitely be people can never tell when I'm lying or telling the truth.
Uh-oh.
It's a weird one, but I like it. It works out sometimes.
There you go. Keep it always on the down low, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so I have an extra question. This is a bonus question. What's the best and the worst part about playing in Texas?
Best part would definitely be all the fans that come out to our games.
Okay.
They definitely make hockey a lot more fun.
We've got some rowdy ones out there, don't we?
Oh, yeah. We got some crazy ones. It's good, though. It's good to see the sport's growing. Worst part would be probably the ice. Ice gets soft because it's hotter down here in Texas.
It's harder to keep it nice and stoked.
Yeah, this snow builds up on the ice.
Yep. How about for you?
For me, probably the weather. I like it a lot better than Buffalo. You know, a lot of long winters.
I'm telling you, especially right now.
Yeah, seriously. But probably like TJ, I don't know. The ice gets pretty chewed up really easy here, you know. I don't know. That's probably it.
Okay.
My favorite part about being in Texas, I played here when I was younger, so I'd say now is probably my little brother lives here now and plays here.
Oh,
so
cool.
That's probably the best part. I get to see him all the time. The worst part, probably to stick with family, is just being away from home.
Yeah.
Just being from Seattle, it's pretty far. Just always missing back home.
Yeah. A little less rain, though, right?
Oh, yeah. Less rain.
Well, guys, I really appreciate you for coming on. Kellen Wazell, Michael Crowley, and TJ Black. Thank you, guys. That has been the Player Spotlight for the NAHL. Lone Star Brahmas. Come back with us in a few weeks. We'll be back with the Coach's Corner here inside Zoo Roma's Bar and Grill inside the NITEC Sports Center.